Today we're going to be taking a look at 75386 Paz Vizsla and Moff Gideon battle. This set will be releasing on June 1st with 289 pieces and a pretty hefty price tag of $40 US. And as you guys know, this set includes the long-awaited Moff Gideon with his Mandalorian helmet and an updated version of Paz Vizsla, and two new Praetorian guards, although there's a pretty big problem with those that I will get to in a minute. Anyways, opening up the box and digging in, on the inside you're going to find only 3 numbered bags, as well as your instruction manual and a pretty small sticker sheet with only 5 stickers. Taking a look at the instructions, on the front you're just going to have a reprint of the box art, and then right inside you're going to have some art for the 25th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars, then jump straight into your building process. And then in the back you're going to see how this set can actually pair and connect with the new Mandalorian and Super Commando Battle Pack that's coming out on June 1st as well. And then you're going to see some advertising for the rest of the June sets. Taking a look at the figures, first up here we had the 2 Praetorian guards, and I have to say LEGO did a very good job on them. They look really nice. At first glance, I thought their helmets were a bit too long, but then I looked at the source material from The Mandalorian Season 3, and they actually look pretty accurate. I just think these guys look really cool, and LEGO did a good job. However, there's a big problem with them that I really don't like, and that's that there's only 2, when very clearly in the scene that this set is based off of, there are 3 of them, and the third LEGO one does exist. However, it's coming in the advent calendar on September 1st, which is going to retail for $45. So basically, if you want the third Praetorian guard to fully complete the scene, you're gonna have to wait until September 1st and pay $45 for it, which I think is just absolutely pathetic that LEGO did not just include him in this set, especially considering the fact that it's already $40, which is pretty pricey. But other than that, like I said, the actual 2 Praetorian guards included do look pretty nice. And then next up here we have the updated Paz Vizsla, and he looks absolutely incredible. He's got all the necessary detailing and printing. There's even back printing underneath his jetpack and shoulder piece, and printing at the top of his torso underneath his shoulder piece as well. And speaking of his shoulder piece, on the left side there is a printed Mandalorian symbol, which looks really awesome, and he also includes his M55 repeating blaster, and it just looks so awesome. I could go on and on about this figure. LEGO just did a very good job with him. And then the cool figures continue with the long-awaited Moff Gideon with his Mandalorian helmet, and just like Paz Vizsla, LEGO just did a very good job on this figure. There's just incredible detailing on the front and the back, and there's even printing underneath his jetpack as well, and he also even comes with a hairpiece that you can put on when you take his helmet off, as well as a double-sided face, with the second face kind of looking like he's constipated. Anyways, the 4 figures that we got in this set are absolutely incredible. LEGO just did a very good job on them. However, I just really cannot get past the fact that it's missing the third Praetorian guard for no apparent reason other than LEGO just wants more money with the advent calendar. Now taking a look at the actual build itself, I have to say it looks really good, but it does not feel like it's worth $40 at all. Anyways, diving in, on the left side you're going to have a nice tan rock piece, as well as a little printed control panel, and then at the top you're going to have these 2 very long stickers that were kind of frustrating to put on, but in the end result they do add some pretty nice detailing up here. And then on the right side you're going to have some more rock work and some minor detailing with a transparent piece. And you might have noticed there is this little box right here that you can take off and open up to find some grenades inside. On the inside, right in front of the door, there are some stickers on these slope pieces, and honestly I don't think they're very necessary, and the actual gray of the sticker is off color from the gray of the brick like usual. However, I do appreciate that they add some type of detail down here, and the discoloration isn't very noticeable since they're pretty hidden. And now speaking of the door itself, I think the design of it is really good and pretty accurate, and it's got this little knob on the top that you can actually grab and use to lift up the door. And then on the back here there is this little Technic lever that you can push down, and it actually drops the door down like seen in the show. And if you're wondering how it works, when you lift the door up it just rests on this little ball joint, and then when you push the piece down the ball joint lifts up and it makes the door drop down. And this feature is pretty simple, but I think it's pretty dang cool and a really fun way to recreate the scene that this set is based off of. On the back left side here you're going to have this little hidden area that actually has a stickered control panel of Moff Gideon's Imperial Light Cruiser, and if you want, I guess you can grab Moff Gideon and place him back here. On the top, besides the main gun, there's not much going on up here, and quite frankly I wish they could have added a few more tiles, but that's just me. I don't think it's a big deal. However, speaking of the gun, it can turn all the way around 360 degrees, and if you want you can grab Moff Gideon or one of the Praetorian guards and place them up here behind it. And I have to say, Moff Gideon up here does look pretty dang cool. And also, as you might have noticed, there are 2 stud shooters up here that you can fire as you please. The whole gun itself can actually easily detach from the main build and reveal this little storage area to hold all of these studs for the stud shooter, and if you want, it's a good place to hold Moff Gideon's hairpiece as well. Now for the most part, I think all of the figures and the build and the scene you can partially recreate with this set are all pretty pretty dang good. Sitting Paz Vizsla in front of the door with his massive blaster just looks absolutely awesome, and again, the build, even though it's not worth $40 at all, is pretty good. It honestly surprised me. It's actually a pretty decent display piece, and again, the figures are just incredible. However, I just cannot get over the fact they left out a Praetorian Guard and are charging $40 for this set. I think at most what we're getting here should be no more than $35, preferably $30, but the fact that they're leaving out the third guard and charging $40 for this for no reason than the fact that they just want more money is absolutely ridiculous, and I don't like that at all. So would I recommend this set to you for $40? No, not really, unless you just really want Paz Vizsla and Moff Gideon. And I know that accounts for basically everybody. I think almost everyone is very interested in these two figures, but if you're not interested in these two figures, I honestly would not buy this set unless you can find it for at least $35 or less. LEGO really made a good set here, but they just completely dropped the ball when they left out the third Praetorian Guard and made the retail price $40. So because of that, I'm taking off 2 points and feeling an 8 out of 10 because the rest of the set is very good. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments below. If you're new, please consider subscribing, and if you want to check out more of my videos, you can see them on the screen right now.